Hello and welcome to another set of turns here with the False God. We are playing as Pan in our Disciples game, and we're jumping in on turn 6. All right, we lost some crippled units, which is really unfortunate. This guy, I think, could only have been leading Centaur. So we didn't lose one Centaur, we lost 3 out of our last group, which sucks. Satis with a great expansion here, only losing a single elite. Ubar, no losses. Very nice. Let's see how he did this, because he has no more... I guess this is a really small party. I was going to say he has no melee troops, but there's only... Okay, there's only 6 guys here. And 2 of them are on guard commander. So it has become clear how he manages this one. And just routes up. Okay. You know, less impressive than originally thought, but it works. It's a small little thing. So now we have a lot more Centaur who can try and run in on the side here. They're going to go ahead and hit the back. This guy's all by his lonesome, but that's okay. No, it's not. He dies. They're doing the Tune of Dancing Death over here, which is a Pangea unique spell. Go ahead and look at that real quick. I think it's in... It's a level 0. Yeah. The Tune of Dancing Death makes enemies become exhausted. It deals fatigue damage. The other options are the Tune of Growth, which will entangle nearby enemies, or the Tune of Fear, which frightens them. So a couple of unique pan spells there to play with their pipes. But we took this. We lost 1 Centaur and 1 Satyr, so that's pretty good. And we're expanding southwards as well into a tougher province. Not something I was expecting. We've got Lavaborn here. Abyssian infantry. We've got these big fire mages who luckily has a berserker pelt. Which saves us a lot, because he could have made fire elementals, would have been disastrous. But he's not going to do that because he's got a berserker pelt. We got this little salamander who does whack one of our guys pretty good. We don't want to be tangled up in melee with these guys for too long because of their heat aura. He does have a flame brand, which hit us pretty strong, but we're mostly chopping through. And these are just light infantry. So once we get them down, it's pretty much good. But you can see, right, we are still on fire. We're gonna take some casualties from this, but we're pretty lucky. We took 3. Pretty lucky that guy had a berserker pelt on, so we didn't have to face fire elementals. We probably would have died to fire elementals. But we found a firebrand. So that's cool. And then we get another good... no, we don't. Ubar loses. See what Ubar's doing. So he's trying to expand with a smaller group of camel riders and then these Jin warrior who are unseen. So it makes them really hard to hit. That's an effective defense of 22. So interesting that... interesting, but unfortunate that they somehow lose. Oh, there's a lot of barbs. That's a lot of barbs. The birds are going to do good bird things. And the arrows should be pretty effective against barbs, of course. No shields. Fireflies coming out. It's nothing because it's fireflies. The Jin come in. They're doing okay. The barbs are now approaching the back line. And these guys are not going to hold up. We need, if we're going to win this, which obviously we're not, we already looked at it, but if we were going to win this, we would need a route already. Because these guys are going to chop right through the back. And that's what they do. And then with all the commanders dead, our Ifrit, who were winning over here, not Ifrit, but our Jin, who were winning over here, go ahead and rout. So it's unfortunate. A lot of barbs. He killed one of the chiefs, 14 of them, 15, so he killed about a quarter. So that's tough. So expansion, not going super great at this time. We've had a bit of a slow start. We're going to go ahead and hit here and here. We can see Zabalba is our southern neighbor. And I believe we can, given that we can see that Zabulba is our southern neighbor, I believe this means that this is their capital. So that means that this one's probably not up for grabs. But this one is. And so is this. So we want to try and grab this. We want this. This is probably pushing it. And then we want to try and swing and grab this stuff too. So that's we're just going to try and grab as much as we can down here. We're also pushing north to try and take this, and then we can consider taking this or this, and swing up potentially this way as well. This throne and this mini throne are going to prevent a lot of our ability to sort of go this way anymore. So we're still just trying to set these borders, and then we'll backfill the stuff on the inside once we get the chance. Is the idea there. Still just recruiting Centaur. Well, it's basically, it's not a very advanced strategy. We're going to hit the Centaur button. We're going to every once in a while hit the leader button, and then we're going to run Centaur at people. This is another Jade Maiden province. We have 2 of them that are next to us. So again, there are other indies that would have been more helpful for us. But it sort of is what it is. We also have not yet located, I think, any, somehow failed to find any good magic sites. We are doing our best to start. Pangea has the best scouts, right? I mean, maybe there's somebody who has better scouts than this, but 25 gold for a flyer is tremendous value. So we're going to try and get more of these scouts out. And they also recruit anywhere in forests. So those are pretty nice. Yeah, let's jump into turn 7. Okay, I don't know. I hit end turn. That obviously not going to do anything. Not going to help. 7 should be up here. So no. Oh wait, it's still down here. Yes. 7. Here we go. This is better. Sparkling Fields and a Cedar Forest. We'll check what those are. We'll do the battles, then we'll come back and see exactly what those are so we don't spoil anything. So similar, we're going to try and take out the back line while the enemy hopefully get distracted by the front line. Sort of using these guys against this force anyway as just completely expendable chaff as we run at these leaders in the back. We are going to pull attention over here. So it'll be a question of how quickly we can get over here and whether or not we target this woman as well. And it looks like we are. And I think that should rout them. Yep, that routes them. Which is pretty great. It means we have to do a lot less fighting as they just have to run off the field. We lose 2 satyr. That's sort of how we're envisioning expansion going. That's how it's supposed to work. We get a bump here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I think it's a bump. We just can't see the other, the van piece. I'm quite certain we're not just randomly attacking van. They're up on this hill. Blessing. We can see magic weapons, MR, and strength. So, not the most impressive of blesses coming from Vanheim. So let's remember that their teammate is Mubi, who is a golden calf, which probably means that they're taking Earth Astral Blood as their bless. So that's the MR and the magic weapons. There's the Astral. The Earth, and then strength +4 is probably 2 points of blood. They went for that instead of the blood bond. Whatever. The one is where you kill stuff. And then get stronger for 4. And then probably it's an incarnate bless for Earth, like fire shock resistance maybe. But it could be other stuff too. I don't think this is their whole bless. I think it's unlikely. But it's not the best Vanheim bless. It's more of a scales build. And it's tough to find great blesses that are sort of available when you've got a lot of disparate nations who want different things. So birds keep them pretty distracted. Elves don't love arrows. But these dudes are certainly a lot killier than what we've got going on here. Our camel riders are charging in. That has to be. I can't like maintain. Ah. How do I want to zoom out game? There we go. There we go. Up. That's right. Up. So yeah, the arrows are helping, but they're mostly just gonna chop through our crap here. I don't know if we've killed any. We're routing now. We got one there. Saw him get whacked. And we've got some archers. Our leaders are routing. I think we can all see where this is going. So that's tough. Ubar loses to Vanheim, loses another expansion party. We killed 2 Van here. Not great. Not great. Not where we wanted to be. So Tis takes out some regular infantry and kills a necromancer. He's got a runner. I don't know if this is part of like his starting army or something. I'm not sure. Not sure about that one. But mostly we're just gonna see elite warriors do their jobs and chop right through stuff. The runner, I mean, distracts a lot of people, but in some ways might actually have hurt us more because now all of these guys are bunched up, whereas before they would have been trickling in a bit more. And we might have been better off with the trickle than we were with all getting grouped up. We take another battle against random crap. And this time, because we have a smaller group, we're not trying to swing around the back or anything. We're just going right at the gut. I think we just earthed flying shards our own dude there. But didn't matter. We took no losses, which is very nice. And then Ubar is able to expand here, which is good. And we pick up 10 more province income. Pangaea is going to trade its way to victory. And we finally have some research. We're still working on our first research goal. But here, we're going to go ahead and, again, we're going to try and expand outwards. We're probably going to hit this and then look to come down. I don't think we're going to be able to move up anymore very easily. Down here, we're trying to cut this. We can see here's Sorrow. So they are on this team. So that means that we're going to have a very large border with these guys. And we can see Miquelin's up here. And in fact, this is a wraparound map, obviously, right? So it's basically over here is Xibalba, here is Sorrow, and here is Miquelin. So we're going to be able to we're going to border them on all sides. So potential for early conflict is there. Whereas, for fighting, like right now, if we were going to fight Vanheim, we don't see Vanheim's allies. Given where some of these other people are, there aren't, and the fact that we can see Helheim down here, who's not Vanheim's ally, it would be us able to concentrate our forces and kill Vanheim, as opposed to us having to worry about all the players. So there's some potential there. However, it is awfully far away. Now, I have good mobility, which would help, right? But even my Centaur are going to take a long-ass time to gallop over here. Helheim is on Yomi's team. So we can guess that either here or here is their ally. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to skip this province actually. Just because we don't need it quite as much and it's right next to our cap, we can take it later. We're going to go ahead and attack here, and attack here. So we're trying to triple expand on turn 7. Again, we're a little slow, but we're getting there. And we found an air and 2 nature and 40 resources. That's pretty nice. I think the way resources work, right, half of these are going to be able to go to our capital. We're not resource limited anymore right now, though. We're producing our first pan because we need to get our fort and stuff. We need to get labs and temples and forts And the way we're going to do that is by making a lab and then growing a fort that way, because we're at 44 nature gems and it costs 35. Yeah, 35. We are not going to be able to afford to actually like build our infrastructure. We can either grow it or we can take it, or because it's the Disciples game, we can have our teammate grow it, not grow it, build it, which would be helpful. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and hit these 3 provinces. It's turn 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces. So we're behind. We're trying to kick it up a little bit. Ubar has 5, 6 provinces, and Satis has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. So yeah, we're a little tiny, a little small. We need to try, and we're scales here, so we're at our weakest early. So we really need to try and turn this expansion around, or we could end up on the menu very quickly. Let's go ahead and jump to turn 8. Turn 8. Okay. Boxer is awake, the ruler of Ubar. That is very relevant because that means that all of Ubar's stuff turns on. I think we discussed it in the initial video, right? But it bears repeating that this is a huge game changer for Ubar, and he gets it earlier than is possible as a solo Ubar. So very, very nice. We also get our Blessed Couple. We'll look at them, but they're a really cool caster with an ability you don't find very often. But we'll check them out. Here we go again. We're trying to swing around, hit the back with our cavalry. But some of them are going to run into the trolls in front. Some of them are going to make it to the back. They kill everybody at the same time, though, so didn't really help. Didn't lose anybody either, though, so we're okay. Ubar attacks and wins against Independence here, but then bumps into Mictlan, who's got kind of garbage. I think these Moon Warriors are okay or whatever, but regular warriors from Mictlan are not going to kill a lot. And these Jin, they're going to have a terrible time actually hitting them. Based on like magic weapon, no. Fast forward. We're basically just going to see our guys chop and rout Mictlan, yep. No losses, and no losses against the ghouls. So that's good. Here, Satis kills some random crap, no losses. Lizard Warrior instead of Elite Warrior. Here, we get Satis and Vanheim fighting it out. Again, these Einherjar are much better than our troops. Much, much better. Different combat speeds and injuries are causing, it looks like, these guys to get a little bit split. We're going to get absolutely mulched by these dudes. Yup. Maybe we'll kill one? No. Maybe over here we'll kill one? No. Just mulched. Oh, we did. Okay, I take it back. We killed 2. But not where we want to be. Satis does get a win here with their Elite Warriors over some random crap. And then we have 2 more battles. Our guys in front. It's probably not really what I wanted to do. We're just going to run in. These are Bear Tribe? Deer Tribe. Oh, Deer Tribe, yeah. We're just going to go ahead and slam right through the Deer Tribe. Not much they can do to stop us. They kill no one, of course. Here, we're attacking into Cataphracts. Cataphracts, quite dangerous. This is one where it would have helped if we had our guys holding. That's probably what we should have done. Just to help keep us farther away from the arrow fire. And give these guys more chance to run away from their teammates. Although the teammates are busy just chucking javelins at their backs. Luckily, our guys go berserk, so they're not going to rout. Unluckily, except our leader, who routs. Unluckily, we were unable to keep our leader here And I think we're ultimately going to get, yeah, all killed off. That's tough. We lose 13 Centaur warriors. We killed all the cataphracts, so that part's done. But there's a lot more heavy cav than I was expecting. So that's pretty unfortunate. Now, hopefully, we've got this pretty sealed off, right? Between our flag here and this. We should eventually be able to take this. But definitely hurts, because this group could have gone and then taken this and this, etc. And now they're dead. But so that's going to slow us down. But it does mean, you know, in terms of the groups we're losing, it was our internal focused group. All right, quick pause there due to dog barking. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this, or try to, and finish sealing off as much as we can on this border with Sorrow. We could bump into something here. I'm not sure where. You know, we don't see any armies, but we obviously don't have great scouts over here yet. So that's what we're going to try and do with this force, and we're going to go ahead and try and take out these Lavaborn over here. So we tried for 3 expansions, but we only got 2. It's now turn 8. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're not expanding well. But it looks like our opponents aren't expanding super well either. A lot of unforted temples out of Yomi. We do not have a nap with them at this point, I don't believe. So I'm not sure. Like, I know that they need the temples to do stuff, but this seems like a really good way to lose a lot of gold. So I don't know about that. Also, Agartha's over here. Yeah, it was a little dicey. We're gonna finish our pan here, produce a bunch of centaurs, and then I think we're gonna grow a fort, probably here. No, probably here. All of our forests have garbage income, but we just need. That's the only place we could build, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and jump to turn 9. We're starting to get a little long here. Nine. Okay. There's the ruler of Satis waking up. That's big news for them. Satis goes ahead and kills some stuff without losses, so that's nice. We are going to go ahead and fight into Deer Tribe again. And we're going to smash right through them, because they're Deer Tribe and we are big centaurs. We do lose a centaur, though, so that sucks. Satis does win, loses their whatever this thing is. Consorts of the High Priests. Okay. I guess this is a female lizard. Pretty heavy losses here. They're up against heavy cav, yeah. We'll look at it real quick. Very bold of this commander. Gonna go ahead and blessing herself and die. Not sure about that one. Archers here helping, sort of. They're probably gonna shoot a lot of our own guys, though. We finally make it to the back. There goes a route from us. Will they make it off the field? Yes. Ouch. Alright, that party's not going anywhere. So unfortunate there. Ubar attacks and is defeated. We've got Air Shield coming out. He's got them charging inwards. How does this guy... Does he, like, jump in the back by himself and die or something? There he goes. He's flying. He's all by himself. There's the little barbarian lord with him. Alright, we got contact over here. Go ahead and fast forward. Yeah, now he's... Yep, there he goes. Yeah, I would, you know, that may have been a scripting error. I don't think you can have that guy run in by himself. That is a good way to die. Ubar attacks here and is victorious. With his leader, looks like someone who's not going to run in and die. And then we have a battle against some more archers. Well, I guess horse archers, and they're easily killed. It's funny, horse archers are not particularly good in Dominions, right? Because archers tend to not be very good. When in comparison, like, to history, right? Horse archers, especially that can then, you know, play middling roles with other types of equipment, like the Mongols had read, are tremendously effective. And a type of troop that you typically couldn't just recruit or equip. You sort of needed that nomadic culture and to be really born into it to have those kinds of have access to those kinds of troops, or like pay mercenaries. But again, you needed to be in the right place. Whereas in Dominions, they're pretty bad because archers are not good in Dominions in general. A sectarian movement, unhelpful. And we lose all of our tax here, although I think this is a very small province anyway. Oh no, we lost 40 gold. That hurts. We are running. This guy couldn't make it in one turn. I think because of the snow, maybe. But he's going to do his best. He's going to start making his way. We did manage to recapture this. It looks like I changed my mind at the last minute compared to what we were talking about, and I decided to go and take this instead of head for these Lavaborn. Maybe I was afraid of bumping Yomi, but also fighting Lavaborn in a cave, very difficult. So we didn't take this one. We instead took this, and we're going to head up and try and take this forest out. And then we got this, and we're going to move. We're going to move back. This one, I think, we could never hold this. I mean, here's Sorrow's capital, right? Like, isn't that... This one's already dicey. We're never going to hold this, though. And we're just going to make Sorrow fight us if we go for it. So we go ahead and back up here. We need to backfill all of this stuff, potentially. This one, again, is a little tricky with these war elephants, but we can definitely take these. This one is maybe up for grabs if we can get to it. But probably a little bit tricky. So we're producing lots of scouts. We're going to try and really get a good feel of what everybody is doing and where everybody is, because information is power. And we have the best scouts, so if I don't use them, I would just feel bad. Back to Centaur and Centaur instead of a pan, because we probably can't afford it. We are so poor. So we can see score graphs just from our team, obviously, right? So right now we're the largest by only a little bit. Ubar is struggling. Nobody has any forts yet. We're the highest income, but just barely, you know, pretty close. It's funny. Look at the pretty large province difference. No income difference. And we all have the same scales, obviously. Gems, Ubar is ahead because their city woke up, I think, is the main reason. Though they found some others, but so Tis is getting some good research going. We are garbage at research. Tis has a large army. So Shaitan from Ubar can steal score graphs, so we'll be looking at the score graphs a little bit more than we do in a lot of my other games because we'll actually be able to see them. So I think we're already at 30 minutes. We'll go ahead and call it here. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one when we hopefully finish out expansion and then sort of look at what we want to do. Although it looks like there's probably more turns of expansion that are going to be needed. But thanks everyone for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one.